You're always getting so rough with this. Hello, everybody. Did that clip? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Friendlyjordies podcast, episode 35. My name's Tom. We've got Jordan over here.
Goosebumps isn't coming back. We've cut it. All right. And we've discussed that off air that we weren't going to tell you all, but surprise!
Yeah, the addition of surprises. Robbie's here as well.
Hey, how you going?
Big surprise. He's back again.
Back again, special guest. This is the meme edition this week.
Yeah.
Not to do with surprises, although I suppose the fact that we're talking about memes is a surprise, given that you don't listen to about 3 of our podcasts.
Yeah.
And we know that there's many people that do binge listen, so there would be some people across the planet rocking back and forth, probably in a cold shower, going, no, that's episode 36. Episode 36 hasn't even happened, but they're just, they're so in tune with our minds at this point that they've got strange psychic powers.
Yeah.
Good enough to be in the 4400, but at the very end of that.
Yeah. It's a very weird thought thinking someone's listened to you for like 22 hours straight. It's just really kind of messes with your own mind thinking that. It's so disgusting.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, though, great effort.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for doing that. We really appreciate it. Seriously, though, get alive.
Okay, so Jordan's going to be opening up with a segment that he's in love with and we're not so sure about, but let us hear it.
I think the title should sell this.
Okay. Yeah.
Squeal or no squeal? What do you reckon?
I'm intrigued.
Let's hear more.
Bit of suspense. Let's hear.
Great.
Okay.
So let me run you through the logistics of this.
Okay.
What we've got here is a premise that I've been thinking about throughout the week, and that includes this morning, probably about 5 in the afternoon, just popped into my head that if you put in a pig squeal into conversation, it's obviously going to lift the mood, regardless of what the conversation is.
I'm already starting to not be on on board with that. But yeah, go on. Yep.
I don't know.
I'll let you go on. I'll give you finish your point.
But if I could just get into what's going on with you internally at the moment, why are you against that to begin with?
I just think, like,
you know that it will.
You've done it several times since I've known you.
Okay, he's off with the right start there.
It works.
Oh no, is it going to?
It does work.
Kind of. It's just more. What's?
Okay, we'll go along with this. We're going to pad this out for a bit because we've got to say that the segments this week, yes, a lot of people have been saying that the quality of the podcast has gone down. We're still on that slippery dip. The last segment, just so you all stick around, is going to be called "What Rugrats Character Are You?" Where we all determine which Rugrats character we think we are.
But there will be a twist, guys, so stay listening.
There's a saucy little twist there.
Very saucy, yeah.
It'll be like eating a raspberry twist treat, dipping it in tomato sauce. That's what it'll taste like in your mouth, I'm assuming. I'm guessing that's going to be a good combination.
All right, so give me another example where a pig squeal improves a conversation.
Well, Tom, I've written down a couple of case scenarios for you. So if we were studying this at a TAFE,
yep.
You know, when they just try and get prisoners back into society and teach them how to talk politely, instead of going like, I need to go to the shitter. No, you say, may I please go to the lavatory? Those kind of conversations.
So I read out the sentences to you, and then you try and improve it with a squeal. All right.
Or I can't read your writing, but I'll try them.
Yep. Okay, so
as I am in my classic prison jumper that I constantly wear. For anybody who doesn't know me personally, I pretty much walk around my house in track pants and a Lowe's jumper that is green, the exact same colour that you always see in prisons in places like Bathurst, orange.
That's a purple jumper.
Yeah, the family's close by, but, you know, safe distance.
You know that's purple,
usually
right?
hurt their families. What?
Do you have colour blindness?
That's purple.
No.
Are you serious? Because it is usually green and purple. Like, that's the confusion, yeah.
Oh my goodness, maybe that should be a segment for next week.
Yeah,
maybe it's green and red.
Anyway, we're talking about pig squeals.
You see purple. Anyway.
Let's get back on track to something that's extremely important.
All right, here's my sentence.
Okay.
I really like the show Hughesy's Cooking Adventures. I found the Bilo product placement just subtle enough to be non-intrusive.
Okay. couple of issues with that. I will take full credit for the fact that I'm almost illegible. That's completely fine. But it's not Hughesy's Cooking Adventures. That's right.
Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah. Shouldn't listen too much.
Is he a big guy in New Zealand, Robbie?
I think
Hughie?
so. I reckon he probably is. I haven't been there. I haven't watched their TV in a bit, but yeah, I'd say so.
The more you know, huh? All right. So, all right.
So do you squeal?
So,
Do you want me to read it again, and then you'll...
You just read the last bit, and then I'll just riff off it, and
Okay.
I'll try and put in a squeal to see if it works.
I found the Bilo product placement just subtle enough to be non-intrusive.
I don't think it was that intrusive. I can think of something else that would be more intrusive, such as...
Yeah, like, I get what you're doing. Like, you're just doing a really loud noise, and I think it shocks people into laughter. But it doesn't improve anything. It just...
But it instantly... in the words of an old poet whose name escapes me, and I probably didn't know it in the first place... Words are like chariots. Once you say the word chariot, it speeds out of your mouth. It's like that, right?
Chariot.
So I've just hurled a pig into your brain by doing that. It's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
to at least shake things up, right? Surely.
Yeah,
it definitely does.
Your brain has turned into a mud bath.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
now
yeah.
there's a swine swirling around in it going, uh-oh, I don't know how to do mathematics anymore.
It actually really, like, bothers me hearing that noise.
Because of Deliverance or what?
Yeah, I think it's just Jordan's take on it. And, like, in the facial expression when he does the whee, it's like kind of, he like squints one eye and looks really kind of like angry.
Yeah, it's quite a powerful squeal, I'd say. Is there
lot
a
of it's
second
passion.
sentence?
Yeah.
Let's...
Rod Jordan wrote,
Is it...
pigs. Jeez. All right, let's stop this.
I don't know. What do you reckon? Squeal or no squeal?
Well, yeah, do you think that it improves? If you just said pigs repeatedly, do you think a squeal would improve that sentence?
Look, man, I'm not going to... No. I've said this.
Tom, squeal or no squeal?
No squeal.
Okay, all right. So is there going to be any repercussions
Honestly,
if I
yeah.
continue squealing? Is that, or am I free to do this as much as...
All right. Okay, I'm going to do it. Expelliarmus. Is there a sound effect?
Wow, this
What
is
are you
terrible
talking
execution for everybody. Jesus.
You made me do it.
What are you talking about, mate?
Go on.
And you forgot to...
Yeah. This is on you, Robbie.
Expelliarmus.
Yeah.
Oh, no. No way. All right, what?
For all our chums listening at home, we had a great surprise for you in the non-surprise
There you go.
edition of the Friendlyjordies podcast, where I was just going to start squealing into the mic. Tom was going to say, if you keep squealing, I'm going to walk out of the podcast, listen to some Yoko Ono tracks until I fall asleep in a stupor, right?
Yeah.
He didn't do any of that. He just yelled Expelliarmus. That was supposed to be the end segment to signify that you've completed your Hogwarts session of this week.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, because that was a really easy Hogwarts mission to complete.
Yeah.
You failed it.
What?
I'm sorry, we can't pass you in the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
Why not?
Because
Oh my goodness.
you didn't complete dueling. First of all, Expelliarmus, I'm not even sure if that's the correct spell. Maybe it is.
Alright.
I don't know, but you obviously didn't do any research
I don't
for
understand
it.
why I'm meant to be like upset about this though. Like, I hate Harry Potter. I don't.
Oh, my God. Some haters coming your way, mate.
All right, I think let's just
You don't feel bad about that at all.
about saying that last.
You
thing.
never passed high school.
All right, I feel a little upset about the dueling because I think I could have done that quite well. And the aromatherapy, I think, actually went like swimmingly. So
Yeah. Swimmingly is a great
That's pretty hyperbolic.
word for that. It does remind me of Ian Thorpe going through the water. That would be my version of that. So yeah, just like speedily done through, nice execution. However, dueling was really Eddie the Eel, wasn't it? That was very clumsy. You didn't finish at the end. It was 50 metres. You didn't even complete it.
It's a pretty good word for the start of this pod. Clumsy.
All
Okay, now
okay, so now we want to address something which has been on Robbie's mind all week. He's feeling awful about it. Robbie, do you want to talk about this quickly?
What? Just with the Instagram and the memes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I've just been getting copped quite a bit of flack recently for some shitty memes I've posted or something like that, people are kind of calling me out.
Yeah.
And it's not nice to read some of them.
And you've had an anxious day, and it was too much, and you started molting like a scared cat.
There's been there was a scare in where my sister goes to university. There was a threat made online.
I would love to talk about the whole book thing as well. Like, Robbie's had a very anxious week where he's just been in like a very, very bad place.
And reading these negative comments about how crap his memes are would be enough normally to push him over the edge.
And this
but
is
this
really
time
a
it was
target,
a Wile E.
like-
Coyote too much.
Yeah.
He's just launched off onto a rocket and just run out of fuel in the middle of the cliff, and he's fallen down and he's hurt himself, not killed himself, because it's G-rated.
Yeah.
From the 50s, so he starts lighting up a cigarette to get rid of the nerves.
But yeah, this is really more for Jordan and me, because Robbie, for people that don't know, whenever he gets really anxious, he becomes very difficult to deal with. So to remedy the situation, we've brought in a special guest. Hit it, Robbie. Welcome to the studio, PoopSteve420.
Oh, thanks, boys. Appreciate it.
Welcome, PoopSteve.
It has been
Lovely
a
to
long
see you.
All the way on the L90 bus, the longest bus in Sydney, and it went the wrong way, so he went the longest possible way in the wrong direction of the studio, and then had to wait in the middle of French's Forest, Tony Abbott's electorate, which is actually literally just a forest. He had to wait in the wilderness to get here.
Yeah, so it's awesome to have you on, Poop Steve. So, how are you?
Oh, I'm good, mate. Well, apart from the, living near Tony Abbott, but, get past that.
So you're in here as we could all so you're
we can
here
relate.
as the master of memes. You have been memeing for a long time.
Lifelong, me. Lifelong.
So, do you want to give
Just came out, was that baby that goes, yes, in the...
yeah, that's actually Poop Steve, for people who didn't know that. Can you give like a 20-second kind of real quick thing of like who you are, like what you do?
give us a bio.
YouTube.com.
What's your resume?
Yeah.
YouTube.com
That's all you need.
/PoopSteve420.
Yeah, check him out.
Everything's there. It's just a whole bunch of...
I suppose, he doesn't need a resume, does he?
No.
His life is his resume.
Yeah, he's been a fan of Jordan and I for a long, long time, so it's awesome to know him.
Okay, that's
Sounds
very
really
self-congratulatory
weird from you. Why are you looking
Especially
like
the most honest man.
Tom is... No, wait, look. He's staring at me like...
You're on Facebook right now. Just put your phone down.
I'm getting open my phone for the segment, you dunce. Look at this. Self-congratulating and then having a go to somebody that's actually doing that job. This is some bullshit over here in this
new
corner.
Robbie. You never are like this. It's like, it's just because of this thing you're really freaked out.
He's over the edge.
Well, one of my
pushing him further.
when my sister is threatened with a shooting,
That's so
that
over
is-
the top.
What do you mean?
Everybody,
it's
just
not over
it's
the top.
fine.
It's
Don't worry about it. His sister's
Completely
better than fine. She's Jazz. She's actually at a party as we speak.
they said
She's
don't
lit-
come to school. I've learned from the
She's
mistakes.
at university. It's like she can make her own choices.
He said, I've seen the other mass murderers make their mistakes. I'm not going to make those same mistakes. That's what he says. I'm not having
nothing
this.
happened, did it?
Yeah, but who's to say?
That's enough. That is just enough. Just your response of to that question is fine.
All right. Anyway, so
Everything's just hunky dory.
So now you understand why I might not.
Robbie, you're taking the limelight away from Poop Steve.
Yeah, sorry. Look, Poop Steve is here. We're very happy to have him here. Thanks so much for coming.
He's going to judge whether or not these mean comments on Robbie's memes are justified.
No, I haven't. I thought we were just going to judge the memes themselves.
That's what we do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, great. Okay. So I thought you said the
You don't
comments.
have to read the comments out.
No.
but-
No.
Okay. Look, so I'll just show you this one now.
So for everyone that doesn't know quickly, Robbie runs the Instagram on the Friendlyjordies page.
At Friendlyjordies, follow, blah, blah, blah.
And so he tries his best to pull out the best memes he can. Poop Steve is the master of memes. What do you reckon, Poop Steve?
Of this one.
All right, so explain it, what you're looking at.
All right, so I'm looking at appears to be a fat child on a bicycle. Is that right, Rob?
Tricycle.
Tricycle, sorry. Above it
It's
says,
important.
Bay, come over. And then Robbie's gone, nah. And then Bay says, I have potato gems. And then, then there's the fat child on the bicycle. So obviously, Robbie's identified with this fat child and really enjoys potato gems.
Yeah.
Okay, he's broken it down, hasn't he?
He has. That's
I
it.
think he's
What a
really got down to the
master
core
art
there.
critic.
There's pretty positive feedback there, Robbie. It's looking
Thanks.
good. But
Yeah.
you know,
What do you give that?
not your strong, like, out of 10? Probably about a 6.
Okay.
He's a harsh critic.
That's pretty, you know,
But fair.
Because I like that
but
one
fair.
myself. That's one of the better ones.
I like
6
it
is a
myself.
nice looking number, wouldn't you agree? You've got to look at some positives on that.
Sure.
Sure, 6 is nice.
Thanks for the critique, Poop. Yeah.
Great.
Welcome.
Would you
would
I'll
you
get another one?
care to do another one?
Yeah, I'll just go.
Do you want to defend yourself? Do you think it's a 6, Robbie, or do you think it's better?
I think it's quite a, you know, I'd say it's a bit higher than a 6. But
Did you invent the
I'm not a
potato
master
chip?
of memes. I'm
Because Poop Steve is here.
So, yeah.
Robbie really prides himself on the fact that memes are his forte.
This is the
There's at
Rock
least
thing.
3 Y's at the end of forte when he says that.
Yeah, this is like the Chris Rock Matt O'Kine interview thing where Chris Rock asks like, "Oh, you're a stand-up."
you guys are making this out like it is, but it's not at all. I'm sick of this.
believe?
I've had a rough day. I'm not into this. All right. Okay. What about this one? What about this one? Okay, this one's pretty dank.
Yeah. Before you came in, Poop Steve, Robbie was saying that he's the new Poop Steve.
What?
And we gave him the title.
Robbie.
That's not true. These guys are spinning shit. It's not true.
And wanted us to make the segment so that he also wanted to be called Poop Steve. And then we do a which one's which, I can't tell. And we're going to have to
Robbie's
discern this
idea.
by your judgment of memes.
This one's bad, Robbie.
Damn
This
it.
one's real bad.
Damn it.
It was real bad.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
This is
Lay
a
it
reference
on
to a
us.
previous podcast, right?
Not well, sort of, yeah.
Okay,
but it's also
extremely selective audience
Let's
to
hear it,
begin
let's
with.
hear it.
Were you hoping that this meme was going to go viral?
it's also just a word that I think is a good word.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a nice pink and blue colour scheme. And in
Thanks.
the middle, there's a cat with a wig.
Yep.
It's a little bit cross-eyed.
Yeah.
Says, I came, I saw, I blushed. And underneath,
I reckon that's good. It is a reference.
underneath one of the paws, there appears to be a maxi bone.
Nice, Robbie. Yeah.
There is. I don't know. I think the cat, he's cross-eyed, isn't he? There, and he's got a wig on.
He is. Do you want to explain like what you were going for with this one?
Well, as if you don't blush when you look in those cat's eyes.
Oh, okay.
Come on, look deep in those eyes. You're blushing. There's not a second
Feeling very
second thought there.
something's happening to my body, Robbie.
Exactly. So that's what I was going for.
Better
there.
or worse than the last one?
Oh, that's a lot worse.
It's a lot worse.
Really?
So
Okay.
does it get a pass from the meme master?
I mean, the selective audience thing just really kind of throws it for me. Like,
Okay.
that's not going to have that mainstream appeal that
Oh,
Robbie's
I understand.
looking
Yeah. Well, that's more of a niche.
Do you know what? And I'll finish it off now, just with the, I know this is, but I'll give him this one. This one I think perhaps is my best work.
Okay.
I thought 2 would be enough, but okay.
I
Show him
legit just
the
want to know
meme.
what he thinks of this one. I know this is kind of dead air, but
All right. Can you explain it
do you
really
know what?
quickly,
I'll
Pipsy?
get this music going.
for. Oh, I
This
can't
does remind
explain.
me a lot of when I was listening to FBI once and there was rap music playing in the background, but it was just the beat and the guy was scrummaging for something to say. And so he was just going, you're listening to FBI. Then there's 5 minutes of just that.
Yeah. By the way, this is being recorded at FBI, so thank you FBI for letting us record it.
You make standout presenters as shown by Robbie persisting with 3 memes. That was
The
definitely
third
enough.
was a long bow, Robbie, but let's hear it.
I'm just keen to know what he thinks of this one. This one I think is perhaps my strongest work.
This is a nice little vaporwave flavoured memes for all the kids out there.
Yeah.
There's Geordie with a nice little Seinfeld hat on. Lovely dovely. And just a whole bunch of like net art from the 90s just filled with it. So it's
Yeah.
yay Tumblr, yay Adidas.
Yeah. It's kind of a biting critique of youth culture.
It
would
is,
you
isn't
say?
it?
Yeah.
I do like this one.
You can see it.
Yeah,
in Poop
nice.
Steve's-
I think you've got a good
Wow,
one, Robbie.
yes.
Yeah, the third one worked.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
You redeemed
please.
it.
Please. Yes.
Let's hear it.
Strong 9 out of 10. Robbie.
Yes.
you
Nice,
so
Robbie.
much.
Good work,
Yes.
man. You can keep doing the
Great,
Instagram.
fantastic.
Oh, awesome.
You're not going home with the gold or indeed a medal. Those were pretty poor scores, but the last one, you got to be proud of that yourself.
Yeah.
There was a lot of Russian gymnasts in that, and you are from New Zealand, so you just don't have the money, really.
All right, so now that's actually a really good segue because that sound leads us into Insane in the Meme Quiz,
Okay, well, all right.
which is
Too late for that. We tried it last week, didn't work. Okay.
Meme quiz.
Insane in the Meme Quiz. Yeah, that worked. A shambles. All right.
Poop Steve's face just then. He goes, he's like wincing.
So disappointed.
I caught the L90 for this.
Yeah. Sorry.
Talking to Tony Abbott in French's Forest. Catching the bus, are you? All the way to Sydney Centre.
All right, so me and Jordan have a lot of questions about memes, and we're just going to throw them out to the two of you, and whoever gives a better answer, because we obviously don't know much about this whole world, but we'll be the judge of that, we'll decide who is more knowledgeable when it comes to memes.
And this is what we call an educational quiz, as the students have automatically become the master. We do not know the answers to any of these questions, so we're just going to sit there and go, yes, correct, Poop Steve, to pretty much everyone. So really, this is one of the horses has been tranquilized in this horse race. we know who's going to win this. There is no sizzle. I repeat, there is no sizzle. Hear that? That's the sound of a sizzler's steak already served and eaten.
All right, question 1. What's with the air horn sound that you just played? Can you play that again, please? Where is that from, and why is it used?
What's up with that? Why are they making songs completely out of the air horn as well? Explain.
It just showed up in black people rap music one day, you know? Everyone grabbed a hold of it, just chucked it in everywhere.
And it also became a huge meme from the Soccer World Cup and all the Rugby World Cup in South Africa.
Not so sure about that one.
Are you trying to just... Are you trying to wing this?
Are you trying to...
Do you know that? Or are you just hoping above hope that might be correct?
It's true.
Yeah, it's
true.
Is that
Poop
the...
Steve says, no, it is the meme master.
Is that the Vivazula or whatever it's called?
Vuvuzela, yeah. So I think it could... No, but what Poop Steve rings true completely. But I feel like... Also, what added to it was the Vuvuzela popularisation. I think it was the Rugby World Cup in South Africa.
Okay, great. What's the next question you have?
All right.
But yeah, true.
But
yeah,
okay. Poop Steve is correct. Next question.
Yeah, you're also correct, Robbie.
In your own way. No points.
All right, next question. Jordan, do you want to ask it?
Darude Sandstorm. Why did it take the net by storm?
I think it was just one of those classic pieces of nostalgia that everyone could relate to, and, you know, built up a little bit of traction, then just took off.
All right, I've got to be honest. Both answers that Poop Steve has said, I thought, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Very general answers, but
look, I will give it that. It is tattered general. Yeah, I would have to go with it. Are we critiquing each other's answers now? Yeah. Look, I'll hear that, but I'll also... look, I don't know what else I can add to that, actually. I think that's pretty true.
Okay, we'll move on to the next.
Okay, so
I think he wins
Poop
that.
Steve, purely because he went first.
Well, actually, I
and
just
we're always
remembered
going to give Poop Steve the
a little bit
first.
more. The website twitch.tv.
Oh, yeah.
People are always asking, what's the song that's going on in the background?
Oh,
people
that
just
could be it.
troll responses to Darude Sandstorm. That was a big part of it gaining
so
traction.
that's how it... Right.
It's all to do with
Well, thank
gaming
you very much,
culture,
Poop
right?
Steve.
A lot of it is, yeah.
Okay, so next question. What was the first
Well, this is
meme
fun, isn't
ever?
it?
Q&A.
The first meme, what was it?
The first meme.
Yeah.
This is true, isn't it?
Q&A.
You go, Robbie. You take this one.
ABC 2.
Yeah. Does anyone really care that much about it?
The first meme was...
I'm your host, Tony.
I'm gonna say it was the far out. Was it Pepe or was it?
It couldn't be.
You think that was the first meme?
No, it wasn't. No, it's not the first
Okay,
meme.
you've
is
lost
it?
your
But there was an
answer.
early.
Steve,
there was an
what's
early
yours?
iteration of that. That was quite early
I believe
on.
memes
there wasn't.
have been around in one of the European countries for ages. And then with the internet,
Good.
it just took
Narrowed
off
it down.
as a worldwide term.
Yeah, this is an awesome...
So it's probably
awesome
some
stat.
really obscure Eastern European thing about God knows what.
Well, I actually know there was the origin of the word meme.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks
Dawkins,
to my
right?
atheism, yeah. Richard Dawkins coined the term meme as an idea that can spread like a gene.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know what the actual meme
I don't
is.
think that's correct either. I think you've just read that in a Richard Dawkins book, and he said,
He's
yes,
coined
yes,
it
I've
himself.
done it. I've done
it
it.
was me. No,
I'm
it's not-
pretty sure that's been around longer than that.
It's
but
quite well
okay.
known.
No, he coined the term.
Yeah, it's quite well known that he
Meme.
coined it. Yeah.
It's quite well known. That's like what he's known for more so than his atheism almost.
Well, I've got to say, much against round 2, which was just fun. This has been fun and interesting. Next question.
Are we doing another one? Okay.
All right, final question.
We're doing 5.
You are joking.
No, let's do this last, all right?
Okay. All right. This determines whether or not Robbie has any credibility left in the meme world at all.
Christ's
And he
sake.
really wants it. I know, it's been a tough day for you. It's
All right,
terrible.
look.
And you really, the last thing that you have in your life is a meme, isn't it? Memes are currently your girlfriend.
Do you know what? I'm going to meme this question, so just wait a sec before you say it. Get ready.
Okay.
What's the question?
Good work. It's done. Yeah, it's done.
You're an idiot.
Talented idiot, though. An idiot savant.
Ask the question.
Right. Okay. Sorry to just diverge into insulting you for 30 seconds straight, Robbie. Here's the question, and it's insulting enough in itself. We didn't need to go down that road. Really dark. Poop Steve, are fedoras still in? Because Robbie's constantly putting fedoras on his memes, and we feel that it's a little bit too old at this point, and he's saying that there's a little bit of juice left, and we're saying, no, the bottle has been drunk.
Not recently, I haven't been doing that. That was like when I
Lies.
started.
Liar.
Not true.
All right,
You
whatever.
look in the last
dare
2
say
weeks.
this.
You look in the
Poop
last
Steve,
2
what do you
weeks.
reckon about fedoras?
Fedoras hit meme saturation like a year and a half ago.
Oh, he's got you. He's got you.
The juice is not only bone dry, it's been in the beach for ages. It's got a bunch of cigarette butts at the bottom of it. That is the most unattractive juice I've ever seen in my life. Stop using fedoras.
Oh, what do you say?
Well, that was great. Fun, interesting, insulting.
Perfect
FII.
Okay.
Not a fedora to be seen in the past 2 weeks. Look at this.
All right, now we're moving on to
Great.
Dare We Smile? It's about celebrities and music.
Why have you turned into a scared Year 6 school ambassador talking on Corroboree
SRC,
Day going,
yeah.
Aboriginals are really important.
Okay, so what we're doing here is we're going to go around the circle and each person has to... What?
Go, carry on.
And each person has to say a song, an Australian song that they think...
In round 2 they do. However, in round 1, we're going to go around the circle.
Can't believe
But Tom looks offended.
this podcast. Okay.
Just, all right, fine. It doesn't matter what round it's in. Just, okay, round 1, we're going to do celebrities.
And the aim of the game is, as Tom tried to put it but clearly couldn't, the point of this is that we're trying to find that sweet spot where a song, when Mix 106.5 was a radio station, there'd be hot hits music, and that'd just be your top 40, right? And then there'd be classic hits, and then there'd be these weird little interlude radio stations like Mix that were playing songs that were no longer hits. They weren't classics yet, and they're in this strange interim where every single song that you heard, you just start smirking. So a great example that I've used probably 10 times today is Mandy Moore, 2006. If I may dust this old chest.
We've actually heard Mandy Moore.
Too many
Too
times.
Too many times today, yeah.
So much more than needed. So if I got just this chestnut has been dusted off, it's now polished. I'm putting some Mr. Sheen on it now to give it that extra glint.
So sing it.
Yeah, so you would hear this on Mix One. You would hear this song on Today FM, probably 2000 or whatever it was put in. Then 6 years later, they drag it out on Mix 106.5. Just I'm missing you, I'm craving, I'm missing you like candy.
So yeah, it's like the game is, does that bring a smile to your face? Does it make you laugh?
And
if
we're looking
it has,
for
then
that-
it's old enough and it's become a joke.
Right, and the exact cutoff period, so the closer that we can shave the ham, the more points you get. And we're just going to award these points democratically. So if you think that it deserves to be awarded 1,000,000 points, I don't know how anyone else can compete with that, but it's technically legal in this game because it's really poorly thought out.
Okay, cool. So it can be anyone, a celebrity, or whatever. Okay, so round 1. Let's start with Jordan. Let's hear yours.
The music.
No, music.
Not the music.
Second round, as we've said twice, and you were making fun of Tom before that. The first round is when we're talking about
Celebrities.
movies or celebrities. All right, so my example
Yep.
is, what do you think about this movie?
Okay.
Chicken Run. Boom, Stephen's lost it. Lost it. Correct and whip to show that he's lost it.
Yeah, chicken run's a great example.
Excellent. Really good start. Everybody's in a fun golden circle mood. We all look like the kids from a cordial ad in the middle of the country. We've just come out of your phone saying, "Oh, Mum, I'm thirsty. Oh, that made me more thirsty because it's cordial. It's got heaps of sugar in it."
I can't compete with that. But yeah, all right. So my one is Bruce Willis. I got a smile.
No, that's so dead. Sorry, Tom.
I really wanted that to be good, but it wasn't.
Really?
It'd be great if that did make me smile because I like smiling.
Yeah, but I didn't.
But no.
I reckon that was right on the line, though. That was very close to. If that
you
passed,
were trying to.
If it passed, that would have been.
Okay, bold.
That would have been
initiative.
great. But all right,
Tom is what you call an artiste.
Robbie, let's hear yours.
Okay, I'll... Squirtle.
Okay, yeah, okay, enough. All right, yeah.
No, PoopSteve's not a fan.
It's just a funny word. It's
Not a fan.
But it's a really good one. Got me.
Okay.
Mark Holden.
Yeah, perfect.
I knew about that one, but yeah.
All right.
I liked it. Yeah.
All right, so the score currently is, I'd say,
Everyone's
Tom,
on 1 point, but
Fat
me.
0. Robbie, maybe 2. Poop Steve, I reckon 3. Jordan, 10,000.
Yeah, roughly that. Yeah.
All right. So round
run
2
is
is
very
really
good,
the all-decider.
Yeah.
All right, now the music. Jordan.
We'll start with Jordan's music.
Yeah, so it's
Okay, and this is an all-Australian round where we're choosing just Australian songs and we're seeing where is the line for where it becomes hilarious. Yeah.
Okay, so does this make you smile?
Yeah, it does.
It does.
But you have to put it onto the verse.
It's funny yet.
Wait. You were supposed to cue it up to the chorus, but
The last bit, yeah. All right, whatever. It's no time now. We're not going to sit here.
But that
and
is
watch
Robbie's. Robbie has ruined my pitch.
Where's the chorus? Here it is.
There you go. Yeah, I think it's funny.
Not done it for me, boys.
All right. I tried. It was a Bruce Willis. I was chucking it all onto Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I really respect that choice there, Jordan. I think that's
Okay.
Yeah, you took a risk.
Should we do Tom's now?
Yep, sure.
Okay.
Okay, this is my one. I won't set it up. I think it will do everything for me. Skip into it a bit.
You really should have figured this out.
Yes! Come on. Anthony Kalia. A prayer. Yeah, Steve loses it. Yes, Steve.
Lovely.
Does your classic coach that didn't believe in his team, didn't think they were going to pull through, points at him and goes, "Well done, guys. Ice cream's on me."
Thank you, Poop.
All right.
Big risk.
Who we got now?
All right, yeah. Sorry these aren't teed up to the choruses, just like you.
It's all right, Robbie, though.
We all know this is happening now.
Okay.
And I bet you his is queued up to the chorus, but continue.
I think Poop starts really well, though.
Okay,
so
let's hear Poop.
that's pretty lucky.
Yeah, that does so well. You made me laugh. Yeah. I'm out. It's good.
How does he Perfect.
Poop Steve.
He is on the pulse, isn't he?
It truly is. That was... Mate, that is a true genius choice, I have to say.
Yeah, very good.
And now we've got my one.
Okay.
I was on the mighty stop with my I seen you girl up and somebody just walk in the club. Tell me who's
No, nothing.
That was so bad.
Yeah, that was
That
awful,
was the
man.
worst one. That
Definitely.
was shit.
Definitely the worst. So
So the final score, I've got to say, is probably Jordan, 10,000. Solid, really good effort.
0 on the second.
Congratulations. I'm going to have to chuck a Tom here and really say, like, job well done, Jordan.
Yeah.
Tom, I would give anybody else. I can't even remember his. Is anyone keeping score of this?
Anthony
Slightly.
Kalia. I get 10,000 as well. We tie.
Okay, all right. Both on a solid 10.
I think I lost.
You got a 0, and okay, so Robbie, I think, is on, if I can remember correctly,
2 points.
3 points
3
or 2 points.
I just lost, so don't worry.
Okay,
But
all right.
and then I
That's
think it was...
Respectable. And Poop Steve,
I sold 10,000 as well.
yeah, we got to give him 10,000 for that, 3,000, 10,003 points just by the skin of his teeth. He pulls through the line. What a Melbourne Cup finish. Someone's going home very rich and the other person's going home in tears.
All right, now we're going to get serious. Next segment is called Tom's No-No Time, which is exactly the same as Taboo Tightrope. We've just changed the name slightly.
Just a cool, revamped name for all the groovy cats out there that listen to this.
Yeah.
Rare. This one's for you.
So this is an idea that Jordan feels very strongly about, and I don't feel that strongly about. So no, Jordan. I don't agree with you. That's the idea.
You haven't heard my point yet, but okay. We've talked about it beforehand, so fair enough that you said that. Here's the point.
Let's hear it.
All right. Let me just pitch this to you guys. What do you think about giving people licenses to have kids? And get rid of a lot of dumbasses, right? As in, every time you see, I don't know, an NRL match, and they just go, oh, the chook pen, they're going wild in there. They just show people that just walk around. I've seen these people because I live in Bondi, right? Everybody else in Bondi is sipping lattes, always wearing skivvies in the summer, that kind of a place, right? Okay. Then you'll see some dude walking down with a head that kind of bulges out at one end, right? So there's kind of just this lopsided brain here. And he's walking around in a Chookies jersey and a Chookies hat, and will actually be saying, when it's grand final time, just be like, Chookies, Chookies, as if that guy deserves it to be. Give him a license. Make him pass a damn test.
Yeah,
no, Jordan.
I think there's definitely. I reckon probably, yeah.
Well, you just think because he's dumb, he shouldn't be allowed to have
Maybe
children?
not this guy particularly, but I think certainly
we have to test, right?
Yeah.
Like, give him the chance. Give everyone the chance. But why should you be allowed to drive but have a kid? Which one's a bigger responsibility, Tom? Can you answer that?
Yeah, having a kid.
Kids.
Yeah, I reckon it's not that unreasonable, actually.
This was like a policy of Hitler's, I'm pretty sure. But not that should just count it, but it's just... It's very Nazi.
Like, kicking dirt in my eyes when I'm down, really, argument to just be like, you know who else who did that?
Yeah,
Hitler.
yeah. I usually hate it when people say that, but like, that is like,
But
that was it.
now that it suits your purposes.
Yeah.
Like, I think if, like, I reckon the as far as you could go would be if there's two parents that have like a 90% chance that they're going to make a baby that's like addicted to heroin or something like that, or like is going to be like terminally
but
ill.
they can wean that off. Now who's the monster, Tom?
All right, if the baby's going to like be like terminally ill or have like, I don't know, I think there is an argument for like if the child is like going to have like a very significant disability, then maybe there should be like more of a decision than just like the parents saying like, well, we should have kids. Like, but that's pretty extreme.
So your new catchphrase for this segment,
yes,
which
yes,
is supposed
yes.
or in this example, no. But
yeah, well, I think that's what you're really saying. Not just like if you really think it just should be just idiots should not be allowed to have children, then like you're on a very bad path. But
do you think that that's a bad path? Honestly,
yeah, definitely.
As if there's people there that are too stupid. As in, yeah, you just want fairy bread for lunch. I wish my mum packed me that. There you go, kids, enjoy that.
Yeah, it's just the thing of like who.
That.
Yeah, but who's the person that decides? If you think like then
Me.
Yeah, you personally get to decide. It's like like it would just be like, oh, well, the government gets to decide, and that's pretty like not many people would like that idea at all.
No, but do you think that everybody in Australia's the kind of country, don't you reckon, that everybody would agree with this policy if Poop Steve was the all decider?
yeah, the grand decider sits on a throne.
Gets so tired of his job every now and then that he just has this elongated fingernail on this thumb that he's been growing his entire life, and it's curling over much like those Indians on Guinness World Records.
Yeah.
Doing it their entire life. It's got to that scary ram demonic stage, and he just sits there like a Roman emperor just putting his thumbs up.
Yeah.
Doesn't say anything. His voice is too raspy from determining. What's your spin on this, Poop Steve? We really want to get your views on this one.
Yeah.
I reckon you could have like a nice little, maybe not, you can't have kids, but there's a cap. Like you can't just have like 16 kids. You know, maybe like one's all
Like a
right. with you.
one-child policy kind of thing.
But like only for not very intelligent human beings.
Yeah, no, Steve. I think that's where we're going to have to cut that.
I don't know why. Yeah, that seems so much worse. Limiting the amount of kids that dumb people could have, because that suggests that you sterilise them.
Yeah, well, I think that's a thing that, it's just I don't know, it's like the one child thing makes way more sense than the limiting, like, who can and who can't have children. But, yeah, I don't know, it shouldn't... Because imagine your world, like, dumb people are probably dumb due to, like, multiple factors, not just genetics. It's, like, to do with, like, their upbringing and education. And then it's
But what are they going to
that's why you
teach
have to
their
give them-
kids? Don't you reckon?
That's why I have to have a license to like
Yeah, I know.
to be a fit parent. Like
Yeah,
that's part
instead
of
of
it.
being
think
a
about
parent,
the
yeah.
parent that's sitting there saying, you study maths now, and then the other one just being like, Travis, Monster Trucks is on, we got the cable special to get channel 997 just to watch it.
Yeah, true. Well, I think they have services and things. It's just, like, kind of restricting, like, a child's, like, ability to live. I don't know, actually, yeah, like, it's a fair point, I suppose. But, like, you know, there are services in place to try and, like, stop bad parenting. But to say, like, just you're too stupid to reproduce, it seems, like, kind of a bit too strict to me. Like, that seems to be, like, a human right, almost. Like, don't you think that's a human right, to be able to choose whether or not you want to have a child?
No, it's too gross to me. It's too bestial that there's 7 billion of us, and let's be really clear about this. Really, what are we? We're a bunch of apes. Some of us have suits, right? That's pretty much it. Some of us are in suits, but really, we're still just apes sitting around, just with that, like, concentrated, comical chimpanzee photograph that you see on some black and white photos by Hallmark, where he's sitting there in a delightful suit with a pipe, sitting there, just reading the papers. And it says, hope you go bananas for your birthday.
Yeah.
That kind of a picture is pretty much the human race at its best.
Yeah.
At its absolute best, it's that.
Yeah, there are
It's
too
a
many
reasonable
people.
ape. But there's just a bunch of illogical apes that are just sitting there like, you know, not really understanding whether or not they're pregnant.
Yeah.
Just take it off the umbilical cord, stuffing it with a bunch of mincemeat to make sausages out of it. That's the kind of person that shouldn't be allowed to birth. Do you agree with that at least? Do you think that if you make sausages out of your umbilical cord, you shouldn't be allowed to keep the baby?
Yes, I suppose so.
Well, we've at least, you know.
Yeah, I think we can agree on that.
Agree to agree on this one. Looks like there is a consensus.
Man, yeah, that's quite a controversial topic that we all seem to agree on. That's not good for this topic, for this segment. But
It would have been if it was called Taboo Tightrope. However, the news version, and always will be, is Tom's No segment.
all right, next segment. Going country, which is you can take the country and put Friendlyjordies there. Yeah, thanks, Robbie, for the music. Okay, so
Based off the premise that FBI has not given us a segment. We're all livid about it. Robbie, out of 10, how livid are you?
8.
8 livids out of 10.
Yep.
About that?
Yeah, about 8. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give it 8.7
Yeah.
out of... So, look, just an 8. It's all 8. We'll keep everyone at 8.
Yeah.
As a result, we've decided, hey, why don't we just pack up ship, listening probably to the song, Moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches. Not gonna lie.
Saturday night.
And so as a result, this is our audition tape to a country FM radio station that for this reason we're probably just going to call Jugblower FM.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's a good
Right.
start.
And instead of those sound
Insulting
effects and the
country
whooshes just being like hottest music and stuff like that, just being like, have you heard MC Hammer yet?
Yeah. Whenever you go to the Central Coast, they even do that. Like all the music they play is already like 5 years behind. So it'd be MC Hammer.
On good old
Yeah.
CFM.
Yeah. 104.1.
Only a name leased out to about 20 other radio stations in Australia. Semi-original, I guess.
Okay, so
So this is our audition for CFM on the Central Coast. Sorry to whoever's there at the moment. I'm sure you're good at your job, but I think we can do better. Here's what we know from when we go on trips and listen to radio in the car, what the breakfast hosts talk about. Tom, take it away.
hello and welcome to what was it called? CFM. My name's Tom and we've got Jordan over here.
Hi, guys.
Hey, so Jordan, what's
Yeah.
your take on sushi?
A new one just opened up in the Central Coast, right? $3.50 a plate.
$3.50,
on
right?
Wednesdays, right? Mm. So I went there on a Thursday, my luck.
Yeah.
Walk in, have about 5 of them. I'm thinking, I'm down $25, but I have to keep going. It's so delicious.
What's your favourite sushi?
I reckon it's probably the avocado one that's got in that. Have you ever tried that? It's
Love
like
that one.
cucumber.
Love that.
Just more pasty.
What about
It's like
wasabi?
whipped cream cucumber.
Yeah. All right, we've got a special guest here today. Poop Steve, how's it going?
Oh, great, guys.
Great to have you on. What's your take on sushi?
Oh, it's pretty good, hey.
Nice. Awesome. Really good intro, Poops. Because the thing is, Poop, you're a... You're on this YouTube channel site, right? Like, we tried to get that opening up, but it was just too hard.
Oh,
Too
yeah.
hard.
No.
Yeah, it's a bit
Do it.
tricky, yeah.
Yeah, so what's it like being a net celeb?
Oh, it's pretty good, hey. Like, I just sit in my house most of the time.
Yeah, you've been
And
on
like-
9msn.com yet? Have you made it to the front page of that?
Love
I think
that.
I went on the internet one time. Yeah,
Love
it's
it.
pretty good.
Nice.
All right, well, that's our audition tape. So if anyone's listening on the Central Coast or anywhere in, out in rural New South Wales,
And if you want to take the station tag for that, where you're just going, you're listening to Jordan and Tom in the mornings, definitely take away from that, nice, and then just put an echo effect on it so it goes, nice, no, nice, nice, nice.
maybe you can do something there, Robbie, to intro that.
Yeah, sure thing.
What's the matter, Robbie? You seem really down now.
Huh?
You seem
It's
off.
the memes.
Yeah, are you upset right now?
I'm fine. What's the next segment?
Poops lost it.
That's the most passive-aggressive thing I've ever heard in my life.
All right, we're moving on to one for you, Robbie, which is...
Maybe this will
Golden-
cheer you up. We're about to strip you of your Golden Dragon title, the one that you love so much that you cut A Gentleman Never Tells from your hand-picked podcast to keep it. But as a result of that, long-time listener,
Samuel Troy.
who I talk to almost every day and forgot his name, just looked very nervously over to Tom, drinking 99-cent mineral water. He thinks that he's deserves the title of Golden Dragon. Now, because a Golden Dragon, as we all know, mythically is the most noble of the dragons. In fact, might be even the most noble of mythical creatures. It's always a toss-up between you and elves, and it depends who's judging, because obviously elves are going to choose elves, aren't they?
But you definitely have earned your right as a golden dragon, Robbie. You've spent weeks asking people out for coffees. You've done a lot to earn that, so we're not going to strip it of you lightly.
No,
But,
you have to choose that for yourself. This is a decision that you must make.
Okay.
Listening to...
Samuel Troy's Pickup Adventures.
Do you
So,
want the music now?
say yeah, put it on.
Cheer up.
You may as well sort of start.
All right, but the the lyrics are about to stop, so...
Yeah, woo.
So we got 3 dragons in there, just so everybody knows that that's a dragon-related song.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. All right. Here's his first one. Samuel Troy was on Tinder the first time, right? And this is how much of what should be a golden dragon at this point, but at the very least at this point he is a diamond-studded pimp, as in his eyes are diamonds glistening in the sun. Rihanna probably got her song "Beautiful Like Diamonds in the Sky" from the inspiration of looking into Samuel Troy's eyes in a club once, and that's the history of that. He was saying that once he picked up a chick, they met outside a park 2 minutes away from his house. She pulls down his pants,
No.
goes over a ledge. This is in the middle of the day. There's people playing footy, maybe 200 metres away, but it's behind slight bushes, but it's still in the middle of the day, right? And
he
she's just going,
holding-
come on, in you go, slip it in.
Was he holding a coffee or something?
I've got to say, no, you still hold that supreme on that. There's 0 coffees in this story.
Does it count then?
Let's
Well,
finish the
that's
story.
a very philosophical question there, Robbie, that I think you're going to have to answer for this one.
It's up
because
to you,
I
I'll-
didn't
Okay,
think
I'll
that out.
hear the rest of it. Sorry.
He's having sex with her in the middle of this park, right? Kind of shrouded. I think maybe a sausage dog ran out, saw them, realised something hanky was going on, kind of was just panting there happily staring at them, and he's looking down at the dog and thinks, okay, maybe I should just move this party over just to my house, which is literally 2 minutes away from this park.
Jordan's
It says to the
currently
woman-
rocking back and forth in a thrusting
in
motion. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of, at the same time, disgusting, but pretty rowdy, you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it.
All right, so he takes
So,
her
he
home.
goes, no.
Okay.
He's saying to her while having sex with her in the middle of this park, my house is just 2 minutes away. We could go, no, it's fine here. Just keep going. And there's a bed. We can, look, just pull your pants up. In literally 120 seconds, you'll be in privacy. It's, no, it's fine. Just keep going. He suggests it maybe 5 or 6 times. He finishes in the middle of the park.
What's it like having a chat whilst having sex? Trying to
That's very raunchy.
saucy even.
That's
All right,
saucy.
so the scale, what we've got to say is out of a scale of 1 to 10, Robbie can give away certain scales to Samuel Troy. And if he gives away 10 scales, then he's given away the entire title of Golden Dragon. Because as we all know, it's just common folklore that a golden dragon only has 10 scales on their body. Not the most movable, but can still do enough. And that's what's even more magical about them, is that they're
Impressive.
still that flexible.
Yeah, so on a scale from 1 to 10, how impressive was Samuel Troy's story?
How many scales do you give away for that story?
I would have given 2 if he had a coffee. But
Oh, Jesus.
I'll give him 1. Aren't there
scale.
multiple stories?
There is one more story left.
Yeah, so I don't want to.
God, you're like the rainbow fish in that story. in kindergarten. Very cheap with your scales.
I only have 10. They're very valuable.
True. The rainbow fish, just judging from memory, maybe about 30. So you've
Okay.
given away 3 scales in rainbow fish. Just for those out there, kind of like the metric system and the imperial system. If you're going by rainbow fish scales, that's 3 scales.
Yeah, all right.
It's quite a gift. Anyway, I'm very impressed by that story. What's the other one?
The second one, are you ready to cry? Because this one is really bad for your self-esteem, and I know that you're getting pushed over the edge, and he is nervously pulling apart paper as we speak, like an insane asylum victim. Here's the
I'm really
second
intrigued to hear
story.
it.
Brace yourself.
All right.
Samuel Troy was talking to a woman on Tinder again, his traditional hunting ground, an e-dragon. He was discussing Yilmaz.
Okay.
That was enough to seal the deal, right? As in to just go home. He was using, much like what is just the common version of what was the 90s. You know, in the 90s, how you go, hey, I've got like Seinfeld taped. Do you want to come back and watch that? Oh, yeah, I haven't seen it yet. And you go home for that.
Yeah.
And now that version is, oh, I got Netflix and that Charlie Horse show's on. Whatever that's called.
Yeah, the horseman up.
That one. All right, so he brings it back, starts looking at Yilmaz, and then says, do you listen to the Friendlyjordies podcast? She says, yes. Okay, I think you know where this is going.
Robbie says, tilted back, looking at the
Dismay.
room. Couldn't be at a lower
Because
ebb
Samuel
right now.
Samuel Troy says, all right, what do you think about Robbie as a golden dragon? She says, that man is most certainly no golden dragon. They start having sex after.
Oh my god.
What say you? What say you? Remember that the golden dragon is the most noble of the mythological creatures, so you must, no matter how hurt you are, give away a solid amount of scales.
I'll give away another scale, I guess.
6 scales.
No,
6
two.
scales in the rainbow fish equation. That's fine.
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
You can't do much better than that, though.
They're valuable. So,
I suppose,
look,
he's got a bulletproof vest at this point. So it doesn't
All right,
matter
well,
how
keep
many
going,
chicks
Samuel.
shoot him down at this moment on. Samuel Troy, you've got enough golden dragon in you to keep ploughing.
Yeah, you need 8 more stories, and then Robbie might relinquish his title.
And maybe
But that's all the chances you're ever going to get. We're not going to revisit this segment. Now.
Okay, last segment, which is very strange segment. What Rugrats character would you be?
And
Or are you?
PoopSteve, I think we'll start with you, as you're the most recent addition to this particular podcast. Which Rugrats character do you think you are, and why?
Honestly, Geordies, I can't remember any of their names.
Okay, just describe to us instead the vague facial features of these characters.
Okay, so which Rugrats character are you?
That one with he had like the hair and it was grey. He had
Grey
like
hair.
a big nose. He was like their dad, I think.
Stu.
Yeah, Stu, that's the one.
You think it was Stu Pickles, or do you think it was Grandpa Pickles?
I think it was Stu Pickles.
Yeah,
Okay.
the inventor dad. Jordan's got a bit of competition here.
Two dads, because I also think that I'm Stu Pickles, I've got to say. So, which one's which?
Who's
what do
who?
we do?
Why do
what
you
do we
think
do
you're
in this
Stu?
situation? I was not expecting this.
Why are you Stu?
Basically, because I just sit there in my lab all day, my room, and I think of new inventions, mind inventions.
All right.
Mind gags.
Let's get through
mags.
this. Robbie, what's yours?
I won't be silent.
Who are you, Robbie?
I think you guys said I was. What's his name?
Fucking hell.
I don't know his name. I can't remember his name.
Jordan, who's Robbie?
Okay, we again really poorly thought out segment because we narrowed it down to two. We either think that you're Chucky Finster or Charles Finster. We're going to have to pass this over to the Friendlyjordies podcast audience at this point and ask them which one is Robbie, Charles Finster or Chucky Finster. Is he adult or a kid? That's up to you.
Pretty much the same character, just adult or kid.
If it's Charles Finster, just put the picture of Charles Finster down. Writing, as usual in these last-minute thought segments, does not count. You either need to put a picture of Charles Finster to indicate that you vote for Charles, and to just make things slightly confusing, you have to get a picture of Chucky Finster from Rugrats all growed up.
Yeah, for it to count.
If you put a picture of Chucky Finster as a kid, that is -1 point, and that goes straight towards Charles.
Yeah, it cannot be a child Chucky. It has to be adult Chucky.
So be it on your head. You know the rules.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do think that Tom, mostly because his name is Tom. That's his name. I've already said. The character that we're talking about is Tommy Pickles. We believe that he's Tommy Pickles. A, he's got a bald head. B, he's got a blue shirt on, much like Tommy Pickles. And C, Tom, would you like to reveal?
Well, I have a special talent which I will perform for you. So,
And so we've got magician
good
music on
lord.
for the White Wizard.
Fucking hell.
He's got an adult diaper on.
We found an IGA here. I've never seen adult diapers, and I've been to like a lot of retirement villages, right? They don't even have that displayed in the counter.
Now that's quite a thing to show us. And what are you going to do next?
all right. So, as most people that I know, I have a special gift, which is I can poo on command.
Oh my goodness!
And in honour of PoopSteve, PoopSteve is bewildered at this. For a man whose name is PoopSteve, he's not very liberal about this, I've got to say.
I'm
It's quite
extremely happy right now.
Okay.
I just want to
He's
say.
overwhelmed! He is overwhelmed! Merry Christmas, PoopSteve! Now, because your name is PoopSteve, right? As is legally on your birth certificate, what Tom is going to do now is do a poo on command, show
Live.
you the poop. This is really scraping it out.
This is the lowest we've ever been.
I think so.
The episode
We should
where you wiped the
rename this
arse.
episode 36 of the Friendlyjordies podcast, the Limbo edition.
Yeah, the
Smut.
newest low. Yeah, it's the smut edition.
Smut.
Okay, here we go.
And he's going to try and poo. And then he's going to name the poo Steve in honour of you forever. You can take that picture home.
You can keep the poop, whatever you
Nice. Thank you.
Okay.
And Tom is trying to do a shit.
want. Is this the right music for this?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
What is his secret as well? How do you poo on command? What do you think about in your head?
It's just a really easy kind of contraction kind of thing. It's like
Is that
giving
it? So
birth
you just
kind
think about your sphincter releasing?
Oh my God! There's
of- Oh,
poop.
Poopsteve's going to do it too.
Oh, he's trying as well.
He's watching as a ref.
Are you wearing a diaper under there as well?
No, he's just really, really intent focused on this.
All right.
Okay, come on.
Okay, a little bit. I've got some.
It's turtling! I don't know if it is or isn't, but it looks judging from his facial expression at this point, he's got 3 people watching him. It is much like when you're on the toilet for the first time. 3 proud parents, 1 auntie being PoopSteve, 1 proud mum being me, 1 proud dad being Tommy,
Alright, here we go.
staring at Tommy Pickles doing a poo. He's holding it! He's holding it! What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
You're a twisted individual.
All right.
If you were in a mental asylum right now, you would see this image. Oh my god!
You are sick.
What are your thoughts, Poop? What's your thoughts?
This was one of the most thrilling experiences of my entire life. I can't smell it from here, but like, wow.
All right, Poop.
You know, there's a video on YouTube where I like literally dunk my face in my own shit, right?
Really?
Yeah. And this,
Okay, we're putting the link in below. If you haven't seen that, you must.
I have to say it wasn't
Absolutely
real
not.
shit, but just trust me, I ate like 2 liters of like ice cream right before it, and that's why it looks like that, but that was my real shit.
Oh my god.
Well, that brings up a secondary question, Steve.
Wait, quickly, Jordan. Do you want to try some of this?
It's Très Bien with Tom.
God.
Okay,
It's my
and Jordan
part, Jordan.
he's putting it near his mouth.
doing the boot. Get the bin. Get the bin.
So jackass.
Get the bin.
No, you're alright, right? Okay, Poop Steve, was that real?
No, not even remotely.
And that concludes the Friendly Jordies
What
podcast.
season is it, Poop?
What actual season is it at the moment? Is it winter? Is it summer?
I think it might be spring, boys.
It's spring.
Spring season! Bam, Poop Steve! You just got punked by the Friendly Jordies crew. It wasn't actual poo, it was just a Twix that has actually been between Tom's butt cheeks for a solid hour while we've been doing this. He walked up to me just before we walked into the studio and then just gave me a really sly, "It's in."
Oh my god.
So yeah, in a way I kind of did eat something very close to Tom's poop. That concludes the Friendly Jordies podcast. We'll see you next week. There will be no bonus editions. That's enough for you.
See ya.
Like,
Thanks, guys.